This is Jeremy Phillips from findingyourchurch.com, and we're talking about what we would consider to be the best WordPress sermon plugin that can also podcast out to like iTunes and Stitcher. And in addition to that, it also has an excellent player that you can, send people to confidently to your website that they're going to be able to watch a video if you put that in there using like a Vimeo or YouTube link, or audio. And it also allows you to add sermon notes and different types of things that may be extra materials that you would want to include with your sermon. And so one of the things that it is excellent at is to be able to embed anywhere into a page or a post. And it also has widgets, and you can put it in the sidebars and things like that. But to be able to embed into a page or post just simply using a short code, and to be able to put that in anywhere, and you can create not just, this is kind of just the basic one, but you can also generate custom embed codes. So you could put in the most recent message, and you could put that maybe on the front page or something. You could put in a specific series. You could display a specific topic or a specific message. So let's say you have, a baptism page, and you want to put in a player for a message on baptism that you did. You can do that just by picking one specific message or speaker, or you can display the entire series archives. And so that's what kind of sets this plugin for sermons. If this only works, again, if you have a WordPress website, and if you go to the YouTube channel, findingyourchurch.com/YouTube, you can find a video there that shows you exactly how to set up a WordPress website for your church to get this far. And so if you can set that up and do what it says in that video, then you can simply install this plugin, and it works phenomenally. So maybe you already have a church website and you just want to add a podcast to it, a WordPress installation. Like I said, if you go back to that video and install WordPress and get that blog up and running, then you can install this premium WordPress plugin, and you can find this plugin, the exact link that we recommend to this plugin, at findingyourchurch.com/sermon podcast. You can find the link to this plugin, findingyourchurch.com/sermon podcast, and you could just set this up as an addition to your main website. Now, that would mean that you couldn't use these embed links in your other website, but most likely if you're trying to do it this way, you don't have a WordPress website. If you already have a WordPress website for your church, you could just get this plugin, install it in the plugins, like we talked about in another video, and add new and install that there, and then you'd be able to use these embed codes all over your site. And that's kind of a very good feature, to be able to have a player that you could put on the front page or on a different page on your site. And so I would encourage you, go to findingyourchurch.com/sermon podcast and get this plugin and put it into use for your church as soon as possible.